Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Emphasis on the .net. And we're here for the very, very first weekly for 2020. January 5th, and I forgot to write it down, January 5th to the 11th to be exact, for fire, which includes Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I'm going to jump right into it. And I think this was the first one. The first card says opening up. And I think this year, this 2020 is a year of shifting and changing. For those who've done the work, it should be a really good year. Pardon me, should be a lot easier than it has been. Since we're alive, we'll always have some downs and ups. But the first card for fire, a really good card, it's the Hierophant. And in my deck, the Hierophant is all about healing. It's knowledge, and knowledge gives you healing, and it's being able to help others heal as well. So a lot of us who are on this, who are spiritually inclined, whether we like it or not, and not everybody likes it, we are healers. We have to be healers because there's so much discord, so much pain in the world right now that we basically are there to help clear the road for others and ourselves. Never forget ourselves. The card that covers it is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is work. It will be a bit of work. So though we personally are getting to the place where we're going to do well, it is necessary, not necessarily, but it is that we're going to find people who come to us and say, hey, how come you're doing so well? I feel so badly. And then you get to be the healer. And it could simply be by a hug, or it can be time for a long chat over coffee. It can be a lot of things. The support is basically what you were there for. And those who are actively healers, they will do active healing. Anyhow, what's driven us to this place? We've got the Death card. And I'm pretty darn certain every one of you has gone through a mini death to get to this place. It's called the dark night of the soul, which is actually a dark night of the ego, but it sounds more dramatic with the dark night of the soul. But every one of us has gone through a mini death. We've changed, we've grown from it. And is it hard? It's really hard. Is it dramatic? It's really dramatic. But that's all right, because what came out of it was the Six of Wands. We put in the effort. We're reaping the rewards. And this is more being pleased with ourselves for what we have done, being pleased with the effort we put in. And what's coming up this week, and it's a good one, is Seven of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. It's dancing out of it. It's really dancing out of it. Maybe I'll go this way first. So Ace of Pentacles, we'll go to Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is, again, it's not much different from what I just had, is bounty, abundance, energy flowing into you. So this week, there is going to be abundance and energy flowing into you. And things will not be effortless, but they will be simpler than they've ever been before. And the outcome card for that is Seven of Pentacles, the one that kept jumping out of my hand. It was reaping the rewards for all the effort you have put into it. So this week, it should be a relatively easy week. And they are both money cards. So money cards, positivity. So don't go, oh, I'm looking for it. Go, I'm allowing it to come in, and then forget about it and see. And at the end of the week, turn around and check, see what things have come in for you. It could be that people give you leftover food and saved you $10. Or it could be that you get a side gig for for a day and get an extra 150. Who knows? Anyhow, or you could win a part $10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or the lotto. You could win one of those. So what's happening for this week? And this is old news. The Wheel of Fortune, which means we're moving up in energy, moving up to a new level. We have tremendous amount of support from our guides and angels on the other side. They're transmuting all the old energy so new and beautiful can come in. And this is a card I've been getting last week, and I'm glad we're getting it this week. It's the nine of cups, which is the being on cloud nine. And being on cloud nine it means you're happy and joyful. It also means it's a wish card, so make a wish. And when you're making the wish, do ask for part of the wish to be that life is easier, that it flows easier, and that even though for those who are going through very hard situation, the energy eases a bit and you can breathe. Okay, so remember, it's not necessarily an easy week because this is a work card, but it will flow and it will come in and it will give you a sense of well-being, of the future is going to be better. So open up, allow, and come together. And that was the last card, is coming together. So that is what we're looking for. We're looking for things to come together for us in a very wonderful way, actually. This is a really good reading, by the way. So take the energy, run with the energy. Remember, don't force the energy. Allow it. It's like water. It gets in everywhere. It seeps in everywhere, and it changes things. If there's a seed that needs to grow, it will grow. If there's something that needs to be cleaned away, it will clean it away. But allow it to flow in your life. Okay, I'm done.
Lightning Spark 100 says, hello to you both.
Hi.
Jakari Thomas says, Leo. Miracle 33 says, hello, Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Lori Dotson says, sending love and light to you and yours.
Back at Italy, Lori.
Lightning Spark 100 asks, can you tell me what's going on with Evelyn about me?
Her energy seems a little more settled, not so bouncy, and more like she's becoming, not accepting, that's the wrong word, more like she's getting to the point where she has an awareness, a true awareness. I guess if I was saying it properly, I'd say her energy feels like it's starting to mature and settle into less giddy energy. And this is for you, because I think basically she feels like she's a fairly balanced human being. She's just not sure how to deal with this kind of situation. Okay, good luck.
SJ says, hello, Elisha and L. Aparna B says, hello, Wise Lady and L.
Hi, Aparna.
Maria Herrera says, hello.
Hi, Maria.
S. Starzy says, Happy New Year and hello with Will I Find a Job?
I think so. And as I said, I'm not really good with time, but I think you'll find it this month. Keep looking, keep searching. I have a feeling it's a job that you're going to be Not over the moon about, but pleased with. Doesn't mean it's the end all, the be all job, okay? It just means you're finding a job and you're going to be pleased with it. So it can be a temporary job until you find the job of your dreams, but you will find a job. Touch wood.
Moonfeather asks, "Hi, hey ladies. I hope you're having a good day. Excited to get the piece of jewelry we discussed. Just wondering how Lewis views me. Hopefully in a positive way, please."
He seems to be really preoccupied at the moment. It's like he's walking, he's looking, he's searching for something, or he's thinking seriously about something, and that's taking up most of his energy. But when I asked him about you, there was no negative energy at all there. It was just, yeah. And it's not like there's anybody else taking up his energy space. And he does say he has intentions of reaching out to you. I'm not sure when, because he said the weekend, and I think it's the weekend. So maybe it's next weekend, because he seems to be very searching for something, looking for something.
It could also be tomorrow that he reaches out on Saturday.
It could be. But it's really funny. It looks like he's walking along a beach looking for something. Anyhow.
Maybe her birthday's coming up soon or something.
So he's going to find it in the sand?
No, he's looking for a special gift for her.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, good luck.
Jakari Thomas asks, "Should I expect a message from Jathari this week?" Jathari? Jathari.
He says, this is what he says, not this week, but wait for me. Wait for wait for a message. And it was only a week you asked for, right? So it does not appear to be this week, but it could be a couple days down the line, and he changed his mind, of course. But he did specifically say, wait for me, my message. Okay.
Laurie Dotson says, "Love your necklace."
Oh yeah. Tree of Life. That's my latest thing, is Tree of Life.
Aparna also agrees. "Me too. Love your necklace."
Thank you.
Mary L asks, "Did Zulumi ever do witchcraft on Edwin so that he could stay with her forever?" You've answered this question before.
That's what I thought. So, witchcraft, not as powerful as people think, and it would never last forever, at least not from her abilities level. She might have done it, but if she's done it, there is cracks in the facade. All right.
Also, witchcraft like voodoo and hoodoo, from my knowledge, it's only as strong as much as you believe in it. It is a very mental grab and focal area. If you don't believe in what they tell you, it's not going to work on you. Tay asks, hello Eliz-sha, is there any advice you feel I need during the month of January, aside from the grounding you have mentioned before?
I overdid the grounding, did I? So basically, what I'm getting is allow your mind to be open to new possibilities. Somebody came to our door. Open your mind up to new possibilities and something that you are not expecting is coming your way. I believe it is a new energy, a new way of dealing with energy. I'm going to make this go a little longer than necessary because I can't read the things, but it feels like there is a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, a new clarity that you've never dealt with before. Okay, and it's not something you've considered before, so it will come as a surprise, and it's not something that your mother's worked with before, so it's not something that you're necessarily aware that could happen. Okay.
Emily Aquine says, peace and blessings, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hope you are having a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Aparna asks, wise lady, when will I get back to work?
I think you should consider making your own work for the interim. Go online and offer your services as a I don't know, an accountant or a bookkeeper for small firms. Just until a new job comes your way. I do know a job will come your way, but I know you're impatient, and you're better off when you're busy. I know you a little bit. When you're not busy, you're can be a tad bit dangerous. So I would recommend that you start a small online, maybe secretarial, where you write letters for people or things like that. Make sure you get paid first, of course. I do see that there is a job coming, but it's not as fast as you'd like. But if you want the right job, you need to be patient for it to come along. It will be later in the year. I don't know. I think Elizabeth said March. I think that feels about right. So in the meantime, put up a web page and write letters for people, business letters for people, or do things like that online. Keep yourself busy. Okay.
Kimberly C. asks, I'm renting a room from Maria. Why does she always watch my every move, me leaving and entering her house? Thank you.
I think people she's a busybody, but people have done things in the past that she doesn't like, and she's a bit of a control freak. So just be careful what you keep in your room. Get a lockbox. Put stuff you value or you want to keep secret in a lockbox. She's not going to change, and she has very little trust for anybody. So don't take it personally. But as long as you're there, your privacy is going to be invaded. Okay.
Emily Aquine asks, what does Libra want me to know?
Basically, Libra says things are not going to move as fast as you would like them to move. That's basically all I got.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Lori Dotson says, we have an eclipse on January 12th. I meant to say 6 planets in Capricorn on this weekend. Whoop, whoop. Joy, Peace, and Love C asks or says, hi Elisha and Elle, hope you have a great day. Maria Herrera asks, hello, is there any bad energy in the apartment? Thank you both.
Maria?
Maria Herrera.
Oh, I think the energy I got was from around your sister. I think there's some crankiness happening there. It might be that she's got physical pain and or something like that, and it's building. If she goes out, go smudge her room if you can. Okay. Did you say on January 6th there's going to be an eclipse?
On January 12th, there's an eclipse.
Okay. That should be interesting. Because the last one was a doozy.
Mm-hmm. Miracle 333 or 33, sorry, asks, I hope so. Having some issue with my bank. What will become of my financial troubles, please? And thank you.
I do believe you might have somebody else come in from the bank who is a little more understanding, and things will be resolved in a way that you're more comfortable with than has been in the past. The energy should be easing a little bit money wise, but the person you've been dealing with is a little intractable, I believe, or cranky. And so somebody else will come in and is a little more open and less antagonistic. And it will take a while to resolve, but I feel that you will have resolution. Okay.
Joy, Peace, and Love asks, Love C asks, can I get a card for the week to come, please?
So 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is flying high but staying really grounded. It's a very positive card. And so you will be very should be on top of the world, but see things clearly at the same time. Did you read something wrong?
Yeah, Lori Dotson meant to say 6 planets in Capricorn, not full moon, LOL. On the 12th, it will be an eclipse. Very powerful weekend.
Oh, God, yeah, 6 planets in Capricorn. My daughter's a Capricorn.
My head already hurts.
Yeah, she's very sensitive to energy.
Anyhow, sorry, I thought I had to clarify that because plants was a little weird. 6 planets in Capricorn. A little withered.
I thought you said planets, so I didn't notice that.
Anyhow, continue.
Okay. Yeah, no, that should be interesting. Lori, if you have any information on that, can you please put it on my Wisdom Seekers group? Because that kind of stuff is interesting. And with we need to duck, well, then we're forewarned. What happened?
Nothing, just read.
I'm done.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought I interrupted you mid-reading.
No, I was just asking Lori to...
Yeah, no, because you... Anyhow. Did you answer Joy, Peace, and Love? Yeah, you did. I'm with it today. Totally, 100%. Look, Jennifer Schweb asks, "Hello, ladies. Hope you are doing well. My daughter Haley was wondering what her strongest spiritual gifts are, and
Compassion.
that she should concentrate on. Thank you."
She's very compassionate, which means she's probably a powerful empath, which means she probably needs to learn how to shield. I suspect, Jennifer, you can deal with that quite nicely. Teach her shielding techniques, grounding techniques. So, yeah, like I said, she's compassionate, which means empath. There's a lot more to being an empath than people realize. It's not just do you pick up what other people feel. Sometimes you take on their personality, which you don't want to do. You want to know and release. But because she's compassionate, she's a healer, empathic healer. And I think it might also tend towards physical healing, not just emotional healing. So that's quite a melange, and it's don't rush into it. Take your time, learn things slowly. You don't have to turn around and do it tomorrow, or you may not, or you may choose not to want to do physical healing. Emotional healing, you're not going to have a choice in, because people are going to come to you, and you just won't have a choice on that one. Good luck.
Lori Dutson adds, "I'm claiming this reading. Will my true enemies masks will come off this week. I'm divinely protected. Thank you again for being here for us, Eliz-sha and Del."
I believe that is a yes about their thing, the scales falling from people's eyes and seeing clarity, and they won't be able to make. People will get caught doing stupid things now because the ones that haven't done the work, they're going to have to start doing the work, and people who would be enemies or basically have not done the work because they're enemies, right? So it's a comeuppance time, unfortunately, for people who don't know haven't done what they should have done.
Malipala asks, "Hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Can I ask for a love reading in 2020?
I can give you the first 3 months, maybe would be better. So I suspect, as much as things are pretty cool, that there are some ups and downs for the first 3 months. Mostly ups. It feels like mostly ups. But there are times when the gentleman will misconstrue on purpose, I suspect, just to keep, because there's a little bit of, men are always afraid of something when it comes to emotions. And because it doesn't know how to deal with emotions, there will always be some form of self-protection, which comes out as you said this and you did that, or things like that. But mostly, I think generally I see you smiling and happy with what's happening in your life. And if it takes a turn to the left rather than going straight ahead, go with it. You might find that things are much more exciting than you anticipated, but also at the same time, a potential for more than you than you expected as well. Okay, good luck with that. And I only did for 3 months because to do a whole year, that's a lot. That's a lot of time to go through.
Virginie P asks, "Hi, will I meet my soulmate soon? Thanks."
It's probably sometime in the spring. The potential for meeting somebody in the spring is quite high. And I'll let you in a secret that I tell everybody. The more work you do on yourself, the better quality, better choice you will have for love. So if you have any fears or any I'm not good enoughs, then you want to deal with that now so that you can attract a really decent sort. Okay?
Jennifer Schwebb says, "Love the tree of life. It's so pretty."
Thank you. I made 3 of them. And when I say made,
You put resin in.
I put resin in them, and I put a bale on them.
Polynesian Princess asks, "Hey Eliz-sha and Eliz-sha, can I ask you what's Cameron's feelings towards me now?"
He's a little spooked. I don't know why, but the image I got was a bull planting his feet, snorting, and but the energy is spooked rather than stubborn. And I recognize it's a bull, which is stubborn, but this is more spooked. And I don't know why he's spooked, and he's not 100% sure why he's spooked either. But something. I think you're a little bit more than he anticipated. You've got more. You're more than he realizes, and I think he's just beginning to realize how much more you are. And it's. I think if you showed him that you have some spiritual power, energy, you might have spooked the hay out of him. Give him time. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Mimi asks, "Will I get the job tomorrow?"
So the first thing I went in, I got yes. And they're saying it's a really good chance you're going to get the job. Like, I mean, there's always free will. I mean, and nobody's 100%, but it seems like the potential for you getting the job is about right, like 90%, which is pretty high. Good luck and have fun with it.
And the Polynesian Princess says, "You're right, Elle. Usually I am my mother's daughter."
Yeah. She can be a pain in the butt too, though.
Again, I am my mother's daughter. CF says, "Hello, Eliz-sha. Happy New Year."
Happy New Year.
Patricia Scohen asks, Eliz-sha, can you draw 3 cards for me?"
Okay, first card I got, it's Major Arcana, and it's the Lovers. Then I got Change card. Change because you choose a change. It's not It doesn't happen to you, it's what you caused to happen. Then the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a really good male, very solid, very dependable, good, powerful heart, and is not the kind of person to. He's not worried about what other people think about him or anything like that. So that you know your situation better than I do. I think you can extrapolate from that, but it looks very positive for me. Good luck.
Tanya Rose du Butko asks, is someone new coming into my love life for a serious and committed relationship?
Got a strong yes, and it seems to be a little later in the season, winter season, and I'm not sure where you live, but it seems it's still a lot of snow on the ground, but the hint of spring is there. The hint of spring, not spring, but the hint of spring. So the snow is mushy.
Tay Tay says, thank you. I'm looking forward to the new energy.
I think it'd be really good. Yeah,
It sounds exciting.
it is.
Aparna B says, thank you. You are true. Eagle Frisk says, hi.
Hi,
I
Eagle.
did my homework. Do you have any message from my guardian angels?
So basically, they suggest when you talk to them that you use the name, what your name means when you talk to them, rather than. And they showed me a candle, that to light a candle. This is just for you. Just for you to. And it doesn't have to look like ceremony. It just, you just light a candle, and as a self honor, as an honor to yourself. And what I'm getting is that they're very pleased with what you've accomplished, and they know you're going to keep it up. They know you're going to do more. They also suggest that the northern wolf may be one of your totems. Good luck.
CF asks, I have a 3 months temporary assignment. Will it be extended after January 31st?
I got a simple yes. And it didn't say much more than that. It seems that the people you're working for or with are pleased with what you do. And they will keep you there as long as they can, because they don't want to. They like what you do. They like the way you do things. Okay.
Patricia Scohen adds, a new moon eclipse lasts new moon eclipse lasts for this next 6 months. You should make a wish on the day, write it down, and put it under your mattress.
That's a good idea. It would be, and it's also fun.
Lori Dotson says, will do for you.
Thank you.
Emily Aquine says, thank you. Joy, Peace, and Love says, thank you both. Miracle 333 says, thank you so much for the confirmation with what I feel. God bless you, and take care of yourself.
You too.
And Lori Dodson apologizes for accidentally deleting CF's questions and comments. She checked her phone for her words, fuckery. Found out that her grandson had her phone and is now trying to help get him something to eat. She can't be mad at him. Please forgive us.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
anyone with children or grandchildren
Really know what grandkids.
Understand.
Yeah.
I certainly do.
Yeah. I'm pretty darn certain our little Otto would be right up there.
Well, not so much Fisher, that's true. Autumn definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fisher.
He's a lot more careful.
He is a lot more careful, and he's always been a cautious boy. But Autumn throws caution to the wind. Oh
boy, does she ever. I mean, she got upset because they gave her the wrong chocolate bar once.
God.
I mean, she got a chocolate bar, but she's still upset because it wasn't the right chocolate bar.
But it was the right chocolate bar. She kept calling it something else, and they told her this is what it's actually called. She's like, this isn't the chocolate bar that I want. So
yeah, she's very strong-minded. She walks in the room, the whole space is taken over by this little personality.
Okay, where am I? Malapale asks or says, "Okay, dear, thank you." And adds, "That's nice. I understand the misconstrued thing. Thanks as always, Eliz-sha and Al."
Yeah, it's done on purpose because he doesn't know how to deal with the situation. Not to be malicious or anything. It's just he gets frightened. Unfortunately, most energies are like that.
Nanny Drea asks, "What does Tommy think about me after the argument we had today?"
Oh. Well, he's a little bit spitting.
I think Tommy in this case is a she.
Oh.
I think.
Well, the energy is a bit spitting and a bit cranky. But at the same time, I have a hunch Tommy knows that you were probably right and Tommy was not right. And that's also part of what's causing the annoyance, because nobody wants to be wrong. But I'm pretty certain he knows that they were wrong.
Yeah, she goes on to say it had to do with me working for her and accusing me of stealing from her or something, and something happening to me.
Okay, well, she definitely knows that she was wrong, and she's not at all happy about that.
Mellow Yellow.
Just let me see if I can pick up anything else. I think mostly Tommy does not want to apologize. So I don't know if you're going to get an apology or not, but she is feeling a bit, shit, kind of energy. All right.
Okay, next one.
Mm-hmm.
Mellow Yellow says, "Have a great afternoon/weekend. I was wondering when y'all was coming on."
Yeah, I would have been on earlier, but we got a message, and I had to deal with it.
Work.
Yeah. Ting.
Mary L. Mary L. adds as for my question that you answered, I didn't understand if it was a yes or a no response. That's why I ask it a lot to my question of Zuluni doing witchcraft.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I feel yes, but don't get involved, basically. There's not much you can do, and it won't last. It can't last because she's not very good at it. Well, she's pretty bad at it. And I don't care who she works for or who helps her. The energy's just not there.
Jennifer Schweb says, "Thank you so much. My daughter Haley does take on emotions of others. She's been realizing that, and I will work with her on releasing and shielding. Her gifts are strong."
Yep.
Patricia Scowen says, "Fabulous love reading and a good man, great spiritually sent, I hope."
Well, not going to attract anything that you are not, right? So if you're spiritual, you're going to attract somebody who's spiritual. And if you don't, then he has the potential to be spiritual.
Miriam M. says, "Any spiritual messages for me?"
Miriam M. Yeah. Really, really funny answer. I've never had this one. It says, "You don't have a very good poker face." I think what they're trying to tell you is that you don't need to let everybody know your whole life. You know when you're in a situation, it's probably to your benefit to not let everybody know exactly what you're feeling and thinking. I know I don't. Especially I'm working with people or dealing with somebody who has no idea about spirituality. So fix your poker face there, lady. Well, like I said, I've never had that one before.
Eagle Frisk sends a bunch of emojis with hearts in their eyes. CF says, "Thank you, Eliz-sha. I was very worried." Lori Dawson says, "Thank you." And adds, "Yes, he said he wanted to say hi." So Ronan says, "Hi, ladies." Hello, Ronan.
Hi, Ronan.
And she's our last comment right now.
Sweet.
I watch. So there, a couple on Critical Role. If anybody knows about them, they made big news last year in a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter campaign for an animated series that they were raising money for. Anyhow, two of them, Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham, they had a son last year and they named him Ronan.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Anyhow, random fact. Pointless. But the name reminded me of them. So that's our last comment of right now. So let's call it.
Okay, we will do that. And Happy New Year to everybody. I do prophesy that it's going to be, for those who have put in the effort and were drowning last year in energy, that it will smooth out for us this year and things are going to go much faster. And I'm going to say namaste, namasko, and have a great day, Ronan.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Yes, we will. Too late. Forgot.